I actually started before I said one. So anyway, but that part I'll probably cut out because that's just the OBS home
Yeah.
screen. So I want to start how I start many things with a beverage
Mhm.
because I didn't really. I'm gonna move this over there. Does that work better? I don't know. I'm still
Yeah, I
blurry
don't know.
and I have to figure out that problem. But anyway, I have some eggnog to drink.
Eggnog.
Eggnog exists in the world right now.
I
Um,
have really weird hot chocolate that I made like an hour ago.
oh, why is it? What's special about it? Why is it really
um,
weird?
it's okay. So we didn't have any of like the bags of powder left,
Okay.
and so we had like just like a thing where you put the powder in, and so I put in like some of it, but I've never had it before. But for some reason, it tastes like fruity, like has like fruit in it or something.
That does
It's really
sound
weird.
really weird.
I don't know.
Yeah. Um, I didn't realize that like
Uh-huh.
I have a lot of um like I have a thing with drinking beverages in my videos and stuff cuz
Oh
like
yeah.
but like I don't know, I'm just like often when I'm at home I often have a drink. Or I guess really when I'm at work as well. I because I usually
You're
have
just
coffee
always
at work.
drinking
So
things.
I'm
Wait,
just always
Caitlin.
drinking. I'm an alcoholic apparently.
Oh wow.
This
There's
is
like a
not
fly or
I
something.
know. It is so obnoxious.
I
Um
was like trying to figure out if it was like something on my screen or if it was on your end. And then
yeah.
like
Now we
yeah.
have to remember this is technically a podcast, so we can't talk about visuals too much.
Oh
Otherwise people
right.
will
So people who don't see
dislike us
anything
or
that's
something.
happening right now, Caveman has a fly on it that was flying on his
No,
face.
don't tell them about the fly. They'll think I need to take a shower. Okay, I'm actually gonna put my eggnog back in my refrigerator real quick. So if you could,
Okay.
like, tell a story or say something entertaining or something.
Okay. Something entertaining or something. There we go. They're so entertained. I honestly don't know what to talk about.
All right. Did you just say something entertaining or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it. I know you so well. I knew that you would say that.
You probably heard me say it actually.
What? No, that's ridiculous. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
All right.
now that we've discussed beverages and stuff like that, it's time to get down to the business. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the first business is who are we? Um, right? That's what everyone's thinking. They're like, I just clicked
Yeah.
on this video because I
And
meant
heard
to
us
click
talking
on
about flies and eggnog.
I meant to click on a video next to this video. And oh my goodness, this fly is
I
obnoxious.
know, right? I like seeing it like going in your face. Aren't
I
flies supposed to be like dead this time of year? Like, what's up with
no
that?
well flies oh dude.
What?
He fell in my eggnog and I don't know whether I should be happy because he's now dead or if I should be sad because now I can't drink my entire glass of eggnog.
That
Um
is like,
I will probably get more eggnog
wow.
at some point. But for now, this is exciting content. We have an entire story arc that just concluded in the
Hmm.
first few minutes.
I think
Um,
it's because I said eggnog and flies in the same sentence, and that like
it was
started a
like
curse or something.
oh, dive
That's why I
into
heard it.
the eggnog? Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I wish there was
Anyway,
a way to show him in my eggnog to the camera because I do think it's very funny. Um,
Yeah, the people who are listening to this are probably just like really confused.
yeah, I mean, I think we've narrated enough. But
Probably.
what
All
I
right.
was trying to say is you don't know who we are. You clicked on this video because you meant to click on like game theory, which was like the thumbnail next to this one, but then your finger slipped and you clicked on this one. Um, right? Something like that. Uh, you meant to watch something else, but you're here now, and we appreciate it, and we would appreciate it if you stayed here. Um, but this is whoa, what?
What
Something happened
did I
on
do?
your
Something?
end. Your camera.
Wait, it's only
It
that's
looks.
weird. It
Did
like
your
switched cameras.
yeah?
Oh, it's because my other camera disconnected, I think.
Oh,
That's
what?
weird. It can
Why
see.
did your other camera disconnect?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll figure it.
Yeah, you figure that
Um,
out. We'll have weird footage on your side
that's
for
really weird.
it.
That's okay.
Is the camera that is currently being used like back behind your computer? Is that what I'm seeing?
No, it's because I have this one that's like goes on top of it, and it was
Right.
only it was covering my camera.
Okay. I see, I
So
see.
yeah, like yeah, I guess yeah, it was behind it. This one's so much like lower quality. Anyways, that's really weird.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, with that being said, if you are watching this on YouTube, which I'm assuming most of you are, I don't even know if this is ever going to go onto a different um platform besides YouTube. Maybe it will. Um, but this is the Eccentric Academy YouTube channel where it's
There we
basically
go.
we just have we make videos about uh lots of science fictiony stuff and movies and TV shows. And every once in a while we get a little bit philosophical, we get a little life advicey, and yeah, we do all sorts of things. But main thing I've been doing at this point is uh, I've been reviewing episodes of both Star Trek and Doctor Who, two of my favorite shows of all time. Um,
Mhm.
and that's kind of where we're at right now. A little other projects sprinkled in here and there, but mainly it's reviewing like science fiction TV shows. You have anything to
Yeah.
add?
Um, not really.
Okay. Um, but with that being said, my name is Cademan David, or Cademan Mr. Cow Sophia King Hay Miller David.
Wait, why
Um,
does it say hey?
King, because I'm the king of the hay. Have you not heard?
Oh, no.
Heard?
Um, yeah.
Wow.
I
You
feel like I should
no
change my
one
name to be something more
no one
interesting. I'm just
told you.
Eric Miller.
Well, I wanted to change my name to Cademan David. Um, like
But Google Meet doesn't like it.
a normal name, but yeah, this doesn't let me. So maybe at some point we'll have to find a program that's actually for like recording and
Hmm.
streaming and stuff. Um,
Yeah,
because this wants
probably
us
exists.
to pay for their features, um, that allow us to do that. And I don't know
Yeah.
what those features are. It might literally just be recording from this, which who needs that? Anyway, that's not important. What is important is that we're starting a brand new podcast for the Eccentric Academy YouTube channel. We have two already. We have the
Mhm.
Accidental Podcast that the joke is it wasn't meant to be a podcast, but then we lost our video, which is kind of true. It was meant to be a podcast with video, um, and then we lost our
Yeah.
video. So, which, like, can I do an aside?
Do an aside.
Yes, I need permission from you to interrupt myself.
Sure.
Okay, thank goodness. Okay, so here's something that bothers me, right? We live in a
Huh.
time when video podcasts are a thing. Video podcast is a contradiction of terms, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
because initially the difference between like a video that you would watch on YouTube and a podcast that you would listen to
Mhm.
on Spotify or Apple Podcast or Podcast Box 27. Um,
Uh-huh.
Originally, the difference was is one had video and one didn't, and then people started, doing podcasts, and they would put the video version on YouTube, and then, um, I think Joe Rogan got really popular by doing the sort of video podcast thing
Oh, yeah,
on
that makes sense.
YouTube. So then he sort of ended up working with Spotify to make video podcast a thing on Spotify, but it's a contradiction in terms. It doesn't make sense. A video cannot be a podcast. You can do a podcast and record the video and upload it somewhere, but once it has video, it is no longer a podcast. And that makes
Yeah,
me angry. It makes me
I feel
angry
like
that we all just
I feel
accept
like
this
you
nonsensical
talking
term.
about this on here is, like, super ironic.
Because this is a
We're
podcast
we're on
that's
a we're on a podcast that has a video complaining about podcasts with
right.
video.
Well, no, see, that's what I'm saying though, is I have no problem with podcasts that upload the video places, but my
Mhm.
problem is the term video podcast, because
Oh, yeah.
that is like it's not a real thing, right? You can do a
That makes
podcast
sense.
and you can also show the video, um, and that's fine, but the video isn't the podcast. The podcast is just the
Yeah,
audio
yeah,
recording.
yeah.
Um,
No, that makes sense.
so anyway, that's my silly rant. It's very silly because it doesn't matter. People aren't gonna change the terms they use just because of my definitions that are technically the real definitions. Um,
Yeah.
I did get into an argument about this once, though, and my
Wait,
friend
really?
was like, "No, podcasts can have video." And I was like, "Look up right now the definition of a podcast." And then he Googled it, and like the first thing in the definition was like, "is an audio file."
That's funny.
Yeah. Um. Now, anyway, to wrap back around to actually what we want to talk about is
Yeah.
we want to talk about this podcast, our new podcast that may
Do
end
we have
up.
a name yet?
No, we don't. And that's
Oh, okay.
actually that is one of the things I wanted to talk about. I thought might be kind of fun to do it on the podcast.
To
Um,
figure out a name on the podcast.
yeah, my very
That's a fun
first
idea.
podcast, that never actually ended up being a podcast. It was just a video podcast, which I'm not gonna lie, might be the fate with this as well. Because managing YouTube stuff I can do, but figuring out how to also release stuff on Spotify
Yeah.
is
I might have
something.
to look into it
Yeah,
because I
I don't
mean,
know.
I've
Maybe
used
maybe
Spotify for
that's
music.
what we do eventually. Is we
Uh-huh.
um, I'll do the YouTube and then you figure out the podcast side of things.
Okay. Yeah, that could work.
That's that is my the other Eccentric Academy podcast that's coming out right now. mapping the
Hmm.
Twilight Zone. Um,
Yeah.
that's the way I'm doing that. Is Elijah, great guy, co-host on that
Hmm.
podcast. Um,
Yeah.
he's doing he's doing the podcast side. I'm just putting it up on the
Oh,
YouTube.
okay.
Um,
On the
but
YouTube.
with that being said, I don't know that he's uh done. He's gotten it up as a podcast yet. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, okay.
Last I talked to
Yeah.
him, which was actually when we recorded the last episode,
Hmm.
he said he had it. So it might exist
Okay.
on podcast platforms, or it might just exist on YouTube here, where I'm assuming you are, um, unless we do upload this first initial video as a
Yeah.
podcast. I'm not sure if we will or we won't. Um,
We'll see.
anyway, with that being said, uh, I I have I had one idea for a name, and I'm
Hmm.
not really sure that I necessarily like
Okay.
it. Um, but my thought was um, shooting the and giggles.
Shooting the and giggles or
Shooting the
shooting the giggles?
shooting the and giggles.
I'm trying to understand.
Okay, so
I feel like I'm missing something.
right, let me explain
It's like,
for you.
okay, 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 okay.
So um, there is, you know how like people will say shooting the breeze as like just chit chatting basically.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you know that there is another way to say shooting the breeze?
Maybe. What is it?
So instead of shooting the breeze, it's shooting the S word. Um,
Oh, okay.
so that's a term that people throw around. Now, another term
Never heard of it.
is um, probably what you've heard, which is what, I've always heard until I became an adult that works in construction, um, is kicks and giggles. The
Hmm.
actual term is usually S word and giggles.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, so my thought was is that the joke is because like
It's
it's
just
both
we're just
terms
censoring.
combined, but then like we're censoring out the profanity. I'm like, is there
Okay.
is there a way that makes a little more sense to like combine those terms? Like,
Yeah. Hmm.
but
That's interesting.
but anyway, that was something that I came up with. I think last night, I want to say it came
Oh,
into
okay.
my head, and like
Gotcha.
at the time I was like all, like tired and half asleep. I just like sat straight up in my bed and like looked over at my dog and I was like, it's brilliant! And then just collapsed backwards and fell asleep or something.
That
Um,
sounds like something you would do.
thanks, I think. Uh, but yes, you're
I'm
right.
not sure if that's a compliment or not, but
You are probably correct. That is something I would do because it's something I did do in this real scenario.
uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah, totally, totally.
so that's one idea. We talked about doing like a variation of kicks and giggles. Um,
Hmm.
so I guess like shooting the giggles would be another version of that.
Shooting giggles. That
Um,
sounds like we're like people are like happy and we're like shutting them down.
oh,
Like
I
they're like
didn't think
giggling and
about it
having
that
fun.
way.
And then we're like, no, we're shooting you. Don't be
Yeah,
giggling.
don't be giggling. This is a very serious
This is a
podcast.
serious
Um,
podcast.
I'm trying to think like shooting the. I feel like shooting the and giggles is like so clunky and
It's
like
yeah, it's
non-catchy,
a fun pun, like, when
but
you understand it, but it's also, like, a really weird sounding, like, it doesn't
right. Yeah, and I
like
think I feel like that almost sort of works for it as like it's so weird sounding that like it's kind of funny how weird
that's
sounding
true.
it is. Um,
Yeah,
but I do kind of feel it's a little too clunky. Um,
yeah, I don't know, we can come up with more ideas.
right. The other idea I had
Mhm.
was brain fiends. Um,
Brain fiends?
yeah, and that is named after our little I don't know. Lore hasn't been established yet for him, what he is, if
Oh,
he's a
okay.
teacher or a student. Um,
We need to get on that at some point.
yeah, we need to get on that lore. Uh, but anyway, so he is. I haven't said this anywhere else. I made a short
Mhm.
where I showed him off. And I was like, 100 points to anyone who can tell me like what old movie he's from. And there's I think that short got a number of likes, but no one said what it was. Um,
That's funny.
so now you guys can know, and you can go back to that short. You can dig it up, and you can comment.
You comment on it.
Yeah, this
Pretend like you
guy,
always knew the answer.
this guy is from um, Fiends Without a Face, is the name of the movie, and it is wonderful. Um, but anyway, so granted, he's a little different than the Fiends Without a Face. So
Mm.
but anyway, so my idea was brain fiends because like
Brain
probably
fiends.
presumably I'll always be recording this podcast, right here in front of him. Um,
Gotcha.
so that's one idea. Um, maybe do you want to see if you can like look up a name generator or like chat GPT it or something? Um,
Uh, I don't know. I'm curious. Do you think that Masterpiece Generator has a podcast name generator?
I don't know what that is, but
That's the
here,
weird,
actually,
like
I'll
the
tell you
Mad
what.
Libs type
Ex-
generator website.
okay, well, explain that and talk about it for a little bit because I am going to dispose of our dead fly friend and get some more eggnog.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So on the internet, there is a website called Masterpiece Generator, and it has like a bunch of different generators for like a bunch of different random things. But we used to use it just for like the fun of it. To like, it has like a story generator that we would use a lot, and it will you basically just put in random words, like it'll ask for like nouns, names, etc., and then it will like generate a story where it just puts those in like Mad Libs, and it basically just works in the same way. But it also has like name generators and like other things as well. Um, and it will like ask you random questions about like your preferences on what exactly you want. But anyway, that's basically what it is.
wonderful. That was actually the perfect timing because I literally just put the eggnog away. So,
Perfect.
good job.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they have a podcast name generator, but
Mm,
there is
does
another
it
one I
even
found
taste like
by
flies?
by Buzzsprout,
Okay.
and it looks like I tell it about the podcast, and it generates podcast names.
Okay.
So what should I say about it?
A
Should I
podcast
just
about two eccentric brothers who
I just spelled podcast wrong. Spelled like podcast.
podcast. That's what we call it, the podcast. Um,
Podcast. We're just
two
gonna like start being mature.
two
Yeah.
eccentric brothers who live in an old school and have a pet brain uh, with a spine attached to it and antennae. Um, and they have one of them has a bunk bed and a piano and some painted artwork, and the
Oh
other
yeah.
one has a
Vid-
TARDIS book.
Video people can see my cool artwork over there
Oh
that I
yeah,
did like several years ago.
yeah. I have.
When I was like a
Do
kid.
do you know the pizza
The
box?
pizza.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean the random pizza box you just have sometimes in random places?
yeah. Well, so when do we want to get into the deep lore? Like
Uh,
not the deep eccentric academy lore, but just the deep
yeah, I'm
lore.
guessing, isn't it from back when you did Improvia?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
So yeah, the
you can talk about that while I write
I
this.
took a pizza box and I uh taped some papers to the front and I wrote the word pizza in big letters. And um it's kind of I keep you may notice I keep looking up over there. That's because it's hanging over there now. Um
Oh, okay.
I hung it up in like my kitchen, not kitchen, um, because uh, in my house, as you may know if you see some of my videos, my kitchen is um, includes a dresser, a microwave, a toaster oven, a camping stovetop, which is what I use the most, a refrigerator, a hot water thingy, and um, what else? Just like some dishes and stuff, I guess. Um, but anyway, my house was it's not really meant to be a house. It is an upstairs like mother-in-law suite. Um, so anyway, the point is there's no real kitchen here. I
Yeah.
like no built-in kitchen. I plan to get one put in maybe eventually, but that takes money and money takes time.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
So on this generator, it has a thing for tone, and there's like 7 options, it looks
Oh,
like.
okay.
Or sorry, 6. Relaxed, serious, educational, inspirational,
Ooh.
funny, or edgy. Which
Well,
one do you think is the best?
um
We talked about it being a serious podcast earlier, but
well, yes, it is a very serious podcast.
yeah, because we're shooting people's giggles.
Right. And all of the Eccentric Academy content is super educational. The
Yeah.
people who are
I mean,
just
we are a
listening,
school,
the people who
so
are
like
just listening to the podcast will know that I was serious. I was serious about that. Um, but but um yeah. So
yeah.
where where was I going?
I feel like
Oh yeah. Uh
we can be inspirational,
we can
I
be.
think. Like we tell people about how creative they can be kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, we explore creative ideas that can be inspiring, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
We could be inspiring. I feel like
But I don't think that's
relaxed
really what it
relaxed might
means.
be the
Hmm.
best sort of um
I don't know. I feel like that kind of makes it
is there
sound
like
like
a two hooligans that don't know how to do a podcast just saying random stuff
uh
option?
well, I could like use the inspect tool and change one of them to say that, but I don't think it would work.
Oh, okay. Um,
Um,
Dude, though, if they had that option, that would be like most podcasts.
yeah.
Most podcasts would fall into that. Two hooligans that don't know how to do a podcast, just saying things. Um,
Yeah, that's true. That's basically what we do.
yeah,
Funny, I feel like we can be funny sometimes.
we we can be,
And
but
then like,
I guess that would probably technically be the closest thing to what this
yeah,
is gonna end up being.
there's also edgy. I don't
Oh,
really know. Yeah.
edgy. Are we edgy?
I mean, like you have
I've said some
skeletons
edgy
behind
things.
you, like I don't know, that seems kind of
Yeah,
edgy.
I feel like I'm
Maybe
a very claimed
on
sort of edgy though.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're you're like you're the like more edgy one from the both of us though, probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's like is like are tomatoes spicier than chocolate milk, you know?
That's true.
It's like yes, I guess technically in the way that they could
Yeah,
possibly be considered spicy, but
that's fair. I don't know. I feel like funny or relax are probably the best ones.
yeah, I think you probably gotta go with funny,
All right.
which makes me think I need to tell a joke.
Okay. So,
So, Eric, when my
uh-huh. Yeah.
wife told me to stop dressing like a flamingo, I had to put my foot down.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that you were married.
yeah, it's a surprise to me too.
Wait, but earlier you said that you were like a mother-in-law, so that makes sense.
I did, yes, because
Because
I
you live in
was,
a mother-in-law
because
suite.
yeah, and I was actually talking about my pizza box that has just been lying around, and I'm kind of trying to get everything that's just been lying around not lying around, whether that means getting rid of it or putting it places. I have a big pile that's gonna go to like a Goodwill or something.
Oh, wow.
Wherever the nearest thrift store is, I have a big pile of stuff that needs to go. Um, but a pizza box is on the wall. I don't know if I like it or not. I like
Hmm.
I like
Maybe okay,
pizza
Kevin.
being there, but the box is
Yeah.
very oh. Mhm.
No, well, I was gonna say like an improvement might be if it had pizza in it, then it would be
Oh,
good.
that's a good idea. I just every time I
Yeah.
have pizza, I just stick one of the pieces in the box
You just
and
wait till but you
and then
always get a different kind
yeah,
too.
and then
So it's
every
like just make
time
the
I
entire
get
new
to
pizza.
open up the box and see the moldy, like, just like gross,
That's
decomposing
disgusting.
pizzas from like months and months. Um, but yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna start doing that.
Okay, cool. That's not exactly what I meant, but cool. So another thing that it has me put in here is the format,
Okay.
and there's
Is
5
it
options.
okay? It's a multiple choice. Interesting.
So solo, interview, roundtable, news, or narrative. So I'm
Uh,
guessing interview, but this isn't really
I
an
think
interview.
round table would be closer. Um,
Yeah,
but like round table implies more than two people, but this isn't an interview.
yeah,
This is just two
yeah.
bros talking,
I'm not I'm not
which
cool
should
enough
be
for
an
you to interview
option
me yet.
because I feel like that's a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. When I saw it, I was like, wait, they don't really have like a random people talking about nonsense option.
Yeah. Well, again, that would be every podcast would fall under that. So,
That's
um,
true. So
now
I don't know.
I do have a um a interview podcast. It is called the Cademan David Show, and it's where I interview pastors. I haven't done one in a while, but I might be having another one soon. So that's
Ooh, foreshadowing, maybe.
yeah. Um,
I guess should I just put round table then?
sure. Yeah, we'll go with
I want to
roundtable.
see what kind of names it pops up with. I thought it would be funny if oh okay, it popped up with some. I thought it would be funny if we like switched between all of these and tried to like make like a different kind of like podcast like every single time.
Oh, like our
And so we had like an
podcast. Our podcast was like trying to make a podcast.
yeah,
So it was
like it
like how can we do a Joe Rogan style and how can we
yeah.
do a
Well,
what's
I was
another
thinking because
big podcast?
when I read the news one,
Hmm.
I was like that would be like a really funny thing to like make up like make it seem like this is a news podcast, but then it's just like completely ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. That is an
Anyways, do you want to
idea.
hear some of these? Um, do you want to hear some of these names that I came up
Yes,
with
I would
for us?
love to hear these names.
Okay, okay. So the first one is Old School Odd Brothers
Oh, old school Odd Brothers. I
because
actually kind of
because
like
you
that.
said
That's kind of funny.
yeah, that's a fun. I like how it says old school though because when I put old school up in the thing, it was because we live in an old school.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like if you think about old school,
Right, right. Yeah. I
um,
even like I'm sure it's got already be taken, but like old school podcast, like an old school podcast
yeah,
maybe isn't a bad name.
yeah, that's true. Um,
But and like it would work for the
so
eccentric academy theme.
yeah. The second one is Brain Trust Brothers.
Brain
We trust each
trust
other with our brains, is what I'm getting
brother.
from that.
I think we're I don't know, that's
I
kind of
think
confusing.
it's
It's
because
like
I mentioned the brain, your pet
right,
brain.
right, yeah.
That's where it's getting it from.
Is
But
that
I don't.
is that what he is, a
Uh,
pet?
that's what you said earlier, and I typed it in.
Oh. I guess he's kind of like a pet. But like also he has thoughts on things I say in my videos. Um so I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Do
true.
do dogs like do you think my dog like thinks about things I say? I don't know. I think
Hmm.
she just kind of thinks, "Oh, there's my owner, the one I like. There's the human I like, the one that gives me food and
Yeah.
pets and that sort of thing."
Little do you know, she's like secretly judging everything you say. Like,
Oh yeah. I'm left to assume that she would be like, if she could comprehend everything that I say and do in front of her, she would be like, in love with me, obviously. Um,
probably.
right. Because
Um,
who isn't? I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that joke is.
that sounds so arrogant.
Um, it's
Okay.
that was the point.
Third one
Hmm.
is laugh more, think weirder.
Laugh more, think weirder. They're all
I
so
like the idea.
long.
I know. Maybe the one that you came up with wasn't actually that weird. There's like okay.
Like I know there's so many podcasts, so like
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this like pulling from the database of already taken podcast names, and that's why it's giving us like really long ones? 'Cause-
It has like a check mark on top of them where it says unique. So I'm guessing that it basically like
mm,
tries to find unique ones that no one's used.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, laugh more, think weirder. I like the idea of thinking weirder. But the laugh more seems kind of boring to me.
Weirder thoughts, maybe.
Weirder thoughts.
Yeah.
Weird. Weird is just like a fun word.
Right. Yeah, and it's
Like,
also like we're the eccentric academy, so we're
yeah,
weird.
we're very weird. So the third one I think is kind of boring,
Hmm.
but it's oh whoops, I accidentally clicked on it. But it's bunk bed broadcast because I was describing my background and the thing because I described both of our backgrounds and that's how I ended the description. So the bunk bed broadcast. I'm broadcasting from my bunk bed.
Yeah, I think it is great that you actually put all of that stuff that I said in there.
Well, I just thought it would be funny. I was curious what would come out if I
Right,
literally
right, for
just
sure,
like
for sure.
hit-
Um,
typed everything as you were talking.
yeah,
Um,
so I
but
think
yeah,
out of that I like weirder thoughts the best. But then like
yeah,
that makes me think we should be like talking about like Bigfoot and stuff.
yeah. That's what I was like aliens.
Right.
This
Yeah,
is
like
now an
I
alien
I
podcast. We're
was
talking about
I was
UFOs.
thinking like
Honestly,
the
that sounds
school
really
of
cool.
weird or something.
The
Something
school
like
of weird.
but then like that very much is like we're gonna educate people on like cryptozoology and alien abduction
Yeah.
stories and stuff. So I'm like,
Which
uh,
well, that would be a cool podcast to listen to, but I don't think we're qualified for it.
no, I mean, I feel like, huh, we could be,
Yeah, that's
but
true.
this isn't a
Do you want to
podcast
like do a
that we're
bunch of
gonna put work
research?
into. This is a
Yeah,
podcast to just like chill, you know.
to just like say random stuff.
Um,
Okay, okay, okay.
but
So
I kind
there's a
of
few
like,
more.
okay, okay, let's hear 'em.
Um, so the fourth one, sorry,
Mhm.
is ship in a school, like not school, skull, but that kind of works because it's a school. But
Oh.
it's because I described your background and I described the pirate ship you have up in like the
Did you
top.
describe the
Um,
shirt I'm wearing right now?
no, I think it got that from. I wrote like that you have.
Did you
Wait,
about
I didn't even write anything about skeletons in here.
well, you
It
probably
knows,
you
Caden.
wrote the spine thing, right?
Oh yeah, that's probably it.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
I
my
guess that's
camera
probably
up
where it
to
came
be
from.
able to see him.
But I'm not a huge fan of that one. Even it sounds too piratey, and we're not pirates.
Yeah.
Wait, Caden,
Uh-huh.
if this we should make a podcast where we like pretend to be pirates, and then we like talk about ways to like pirate movies and stuff.
Oh, dude, that would actually like the pirate cast, you know? Like we just I don't know. I kind of
I feel
like
like that'd be illegal, but like it'd be kind of funny to like pretend to be pirates and talk about like pirating like
right.
different media.
No,
And
that
like the
would
easiest way to pirate music is
right, right.
going to this website.
That would be a funny gag for like an episode.
Yeah.
But or like, "R, what have you been doing?" You're like, "I be illegally downloading Taylor Swift's new album." And then you're like, what
Have you
you
listened to
be
Taylor Swift's
doing?"
new
And then I'm
album?
like, "I be downloading the new Marvel movie." I don't know. What's a movie that would be pirated? It's so hard because everything's a
Um,
streaming service now. So
yeah.
I don't think there is a lot of pirating of movies going on.
I know that
No,
like
probably there is. I'm not sure.
yeah, I know that people talk about pirating stuff on YouTube a lot because it pops up. I don't know why. Maybe they think I want to pirate. No, it's a lot usually like people talking about how like pirating is becoming more popular recently because people don't want to like
Pay for
I
stream
guess support
services?
certain things. I think it's more about like supporting certain things.
Hmm, interesting.
But I don't know.
But
I haven't
I
watched
mean
them. I just seen them pop up.
the the thing about streaming services is, and this is why prediction time,
Hmm.
this is why we're going to see them fail in like 10 years, 10 to 20 years. Streaming services are going to be bye bye. Um,
Hmm.
is because when it's just one streaming service called Netflix, the model works. right? Oh, I can have all these movies. But then the problem is when Netflix starts making exclusively Netflix context. Oh, it doesn't matter. Everyone has Netflix at this point. Until
Yeah.
Disney starts doing the same thing, HBO starts doing the same thing,
Mm.
everyone
Yeah.
starts doing the same thing, and now people are saying, huh, I don't really want to pay for Netflix just to watch
Yeah.
Stranger Things. I think, you know, I would rather have Disney just to watch The Mandalorian, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
No, that makes
but
sense.
then ultimately, I think we're just like kind of over it at this point. We're like, okay, I'm done just paying for like a bunch of movies I don't really want to watch just to
Yeah.
watch one thing I do want to watch. And then, if I want to watch something else, I have to pay for another streaming service. Like, I'm not, you're not gonna get my allegiance to your streaming service.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo or Xbox, have done in the past. Where, which by the way, that's an entire different conversation, but I think that's coming to an end as well. Where
Oh,
there's like,
really?
I think
Huh.
so, because more and more
Yeah, I don't know
stuff
much about
is
it.
like compatible in video games.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
you have like I think Minecraft was like the big thing where it was like a Microsoft thing that,
Hmm.
eventually became uh like they eventually made it for Nintendo systems.
Yeah, it
Um
was on the
yeah,
Switch.
and I think more and more um people are just sort of going to like PC, and then I think
Yeah.
everyone's gonna start making just games instead of systems. Um,
Mm.
and uh, and that's sort of my theory. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But um, I think with streaming services, I think people will start going to back to DVDs, right? It
Yeah,
worked
that's
well for the longest time, and people are done having to pay for
yeah.
100 streaming services for hundreds of TV shows they don't want to watch just for the one or two
Yeah.
they do want to watch on that platform.
Yeah, no,
So,
that makes sense.
with that being said, I hate
Hmm.
it when streaming services make things that I want to watch. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
because there is like a Frankenstein movie that came out on Netflix, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch it so bad. And like, I was ready to like create a
Oh,
Netflix so I could, and then I saw the price, and I'm like,
yeah. No, Netflix has been like doing crazy stuff. Like, didn't they like make a whole thing to like stop people from sharing passwords a while back?
um, I knew about Disney doing that when they
Oh,
like
okay.
back when Disney Plus was first a thing. So
Oh,
maybe
really?
maybe
Yeah, I feel
Netflix
like
like followed suit.
Netflix did that to like try to get more people on board, but then like um because then more people would pay for it, but that ended up just making people angry.
Yeah, I think now that you mention it, I do remember hearing about that on a podcast.
Yeah,
Like it was a while back, but
on
um,
a podcast.
yeah, on a podcast, or a video actually, if we're being technical, but a podcast format video.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
um,
Huh.
but yeah,
Yeah, I don't
and
know much about what happened with that, but I
I
remember
think
hearing about it and how
I
like it
think
was kind of
Netflix
dumb.
also added ads, and then like
Yeah, they
had a
did.
no ad like payment level,
Yeah, that's
which
yeah,
like
I know that they did that for sure.
yeah.
Because I think Disney Plus has the same thing because we have ads on Disney Plus.
Do we?
Uh huh.
do
At least I do.
we obviously don't password share or anything like
Oh
that.
yeah, Disney Plus people who are watching this, we're not doing anything
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
We're not up to no good.
Yeah, or actually it's the school's Disney Plus account. So we share
Oh yeah,
because
yeah,
we
yeah.
both live in this school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Accenture Academy has its own Disney Plus that it pays for using the tuition from the students. That's what we pay for.
Yep, exactly.
That's what it, all of the school like funds that we get just go to paying for Disney Plus, which honestly
Nice.
makes sense with the kind of school we are.
It also goes towards paying for this little minotaur. Look at him. He's so cool. He's so blurry, but
Yeah, it's very blurry.
I want you to see my minotaur. Anyway, um,
Would you like to hear some more podcast names that this came up with?
let's hear them.
There's a few more. So the sixth one it looks like we're on is Inside an Unusual Household because we live
Uh,
in a old school.
right.
But
And
and that one's like
we're
fun.
brothers, so like we're part of the same household, I guess, is sort of the thought
Yeah,
there.
that's that's what I'm getting. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's fun, but
Inside an unusual. I feel like I don't know. There is sort of a double entendre I kind of like, where it's like us
mhm.
probably talking about like sort of family memories and stuff. So it's like inside the household, it's both a pun because it's like and you go inside the house, but then it's also like but you're getting inside like the members of the household.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, that's
yeah.
true. I didn't think about that. Well, there's a few more.
Hmm.
The next one is very short.
Okay.
So this one is called gray wire, like the color gray and then wire. Although the spelling of gray is like the darker shade of gray.
Wait, there's different spellings for gray depending on how dark it is?
Yes. This is okay, so this is something I learned like
What?
a while ago. Gray is a lighter shade of gray than Grey.
What?
Yeah.
That's
I
ridiculous.
don't know, like people use them like
They gotta be
in like
interchangeable in reality.
interchangeable.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. I also have heard that gray spelled I don't know why I keep almost saying Gray is like the
Hmm.
British spelling and the other one is American, but I don't think that's accurate. But I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's hard
I
to
remember
tell
I looked into
now
it a
because of
while
the
ago.
internet. Like, there's so much.
Yeah.
You
We
know.
just spell everything weirdly.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure,
We
but
just all
that what
spell
I
things the same.
remember like figuring out a while ago because I was looking up how to spell it is that they're like two different shades and like one is like gray with an A, which is like a lighter shade, and one is gray with an E, that's a darker shade. But anyways, Gray Wire, what do you think of the name?
Where, where is this coming from? I don't
I have no
understand.
clue.
Gray
Um,
wire.
Gray is a very nice color.
Mm-hmm.
I wore it in my video um, where I talked about Indiana Jones. So
Bum, ba, bum, bum,
yeah,
bum, ba,
where I was like saying how it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
I feel like I complained too much and didn't talk about the good things in that video.
Maybe. I kind of want to um I've flirted with the idea of making like a sequel video to it or like sort of a response or like reaction video. Um
Oh yeah.
cuz there is one thing that you missed. Um
Uh-huh.
and that is
Oh.
at one point you said that um not dissing your video. I think I liked your video more than you did. Um
Yeah, I think you did.
I think it's a good
It
video.
definitely came across when I was texting you about it.
But anyway, you said that
Uh-huh.
the the like uh beginning part, you said that didn't really need to be there. Um
Uh-huh.
and then you said, well, maybe it did because it shows that he's afraid of snakes. But that's not why it needed to be there. Let me tell you the reason it needed to be there. Because
Okay.
otherwise, it starts out with a college professor and, one of his female students, like, sort of being in love with him and, like, flirting with him,
Yeah, that
right?
that was a really
So,
weird scene.
yeah, but if that is the beginning of the movie, people turn it on and they think, oh, okay, so this is a romantic comedy about like an old
Oh,
college, right? So if you start
that's true.
with the adventure,
Yeah,
you say this is everything this movie's gonna be, as well as this like later on series is gonna be, is it's a guy in a fedora going around finding artifacts, and like,
that's a good point.
sometimes he sort of like messes up big time, but then like sometimes he's kind of good at his job also. um
Yeah.
so it's really, I think, for establishing the tone, and I think I really
Yeah,
like.
that's a good point. But yeah, I thought it was a cool opening. Like I
Right.
was mostly just thinking like this doesn't really like establish anything. And then like I like actually watched because I was watching through it like the second time as I was doing my review.
Mm,
Um and I remembered that like, oh, he actually like gets scared of snakes. And I'm like, oh, okay, well I'll add me saying that.
yeah. Yeah. So I think
But
I think you
yeah.
are right in that that's part of it, because like that is part of like the Indiana Jones mythos, if you will. Um
Hmm.
but it's like, yeah, part of the story, the idea of this character is, he wears a fedora and goes and finds artifacts, and sometimes he's good at
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
sometimes he's bad at it, but also he's scared of snakes, right? So it's, I think, I think it is really just like establishing tone and establishing everything that the character is, which, like,
yeah.
I don't know about you, but like for me, when I saw
Hmm.
those movies, like, I knew who Indiana Jones was. You know,
Yeah.
I knew
I had
that
like
like
a
what he looks
gist.
like and what he did.
Yeah.
So like, uh, that scene wouldn't be necessary for me when like Indiana Jones is just sort of like this cultural thing that just, even if you haven't seen the
Yeah.
movie, you kind of know. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So I guess like what you're saying is like since Indiana Jones is like super iconic, like the scene doesn't really make a difference like now necessarily because people know who he is, but like
yeah. I
in
mean, I
the
think,
when it came out, it was more
yeah,
important, I guess.
yeah. I think that's part of it. I still think
Yeah.
that like there is still part of it where it's like you do want to establish
Yeah.
tone
That's yeah, I can see that.
in the beginning of the movie, so like people don't get halfway through a movie and they're like, wait a minute, I didn't think I was watching this kind of a movie. I came here
Yeah.
for the romance between a college teacher and his student. Why is he
Yeah.
with this other woman? And why is there Nazis?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like I should do a more in-depth review of it at some point because I really enjoyed doing the review of it, but
Yeah.
um, I feel like I didn't really know what I was doing as much, and I feel like I could like do a lot better review like
Yeah.
now
Well,
that I've
I
thought
think
about it more.
I think there's I find a lot of value in both sorts of videos, you know?
Hmm.
Whereas like, because I have my, like eccentric TV reviews, which are those are
Yeah.
sort of like the, usually I've already seen the episode at least a few times, and it's sort of digging deeper and talking about like
Yeah.
what certain parts mean to me, or like how I feel about them. But then there's also like my when Disney Plus's Doctor Who was coming out, um, which what a
Yeah.
wild thing what's going on with that right now. Um,
Yeah.
have you heard about the situation with Doctor Who right now?
I mean, not really. The last thing I heard about it was that they got the actor of Rose to be like
Oh
the
yeah.
new Doctor. And I was like, "What? How does that work?"
So it's actually, we can go into this probably a little later. Um,
Okay.
but it's a lot weirder than just that. Um,
Okay, yeah. I
but
don't know
anyway,
much.
when that was coming out, the reviews I was making were very much just like off the cuff. Here's my initial thoughts. Um, and I think, sorry, had a burp. Um, I think those videos also have a lot of, something to them. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I really like both videos. I like videos that are like, here's here I am like talking about this movie and why I love it, and like all of the symbolism and blah 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 blah, and storytelling and blah 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 blah, and philosophy and blah
Uh-huh.
blah 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 blah. But then
Yeah.
also like, here's my buddy just like talking about his thoughts right after watching the vid or the movie, you know. Um,
Mm.
I think your Indiana Jones video was more of the latter, where it was like, here's
Yeah,
just my
that makes
buddy
sense.
talking about my thoughts. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I really wanted to do another review of the second one at least though if um
yeah,
yeah. I
I think you should.
I'm very curious about the second one.
Yeah, I wanna say I wanna
Uh-huh.
say things about the second one that would make me interested in watching your review of the second one. Um, but also I don't want to like slant your review. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Or
see.
like
I'll
I don't want
probably
to give you a premature understanding of things before you're ready to review it. Um
yeah.
so
I'll do it and then we on the next like maybe not the next one, but at some point when we do another podcast episode we can talk about it.
yeah.
Um anyways, so there's a few more
Okay.
names. So the one after Gray Wire is Spine and Time.
Hmm.
That one's more fun. At first I read it as like as like space and time and I was like that's like so boring. And I
I'm
was like
sure
that's like
there's a podcast
yeah,
called Space and
someone
Time.
probably has that. How is that unique? Like
Yeah.
but yeah. I don't know. That one's fun. I think it's
What about Spine and Wine? Yeah, we did talk about always having a beverage and how I'm an
yeah, but we never
alcoholic.
drink wine.
Well, yeah. There's a
Also,
first
I'm
time for
underage, so
everything.
that doesn't work.
Well, okay.
What? What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I was sort of looking for a
Well,
joke to make, but then I was like, nah, there's nothing there.
yeah, I mean, I could pretend to be like older, but I don't think I can make my voice that deep. Like, hello, I'm Eric Miller, and welcome to another video.
That's what old people sound like. Old people
Yes,
always
and
do
I
like
drink a
this.
lot of wine.
I drink a lot of wine. Wine does this to your vocal cords. Um, I was gonna say like I could like drink grape juice, and no, I wasn't focused for a second.
Yeah, I noticed that too. That's very sad.
Uh,
We really
um,
need to figure
I
out the
do
camera.
really need to figure that out.
I'm
If
just gonna text
anyone,
you randomly
if
and tell you
anyone
how to look into it.
like watches this video and they know how to get the Lumix GH4 to focus on one thing and just stay focused on it, I can't figure it out. I keep having to tap the
Yeah.
screen, and there's gotta be an easier way, right?
Write a
So
comment and explain to Cademan
right,
how to do
that was
it.
exactly what I was gonna say. If you know, then please share because
Yeah.
I can't find it.
We don't want blurry Cademan anymore.
Yeah, we don't want blurry
Um
face.
21 Pilots reference.
Well, more of that other video we did where I referenced 21 Pilots. But
Wait, what?
you remember that in the new teacher video and in the bloopers?
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Because we were doing the thing. I was like, "Hi, we're the eccentric brothers. Hi, my name's blah blah blah. Hi, my name's Blurry Face." Because I was blurry
Yeah.
facing.
And do you care about what people think?
I
Um,
do probably somewhat,
yeah, I
maybe
think
less than
most
others.
people do. Anyways, the next one is the hallway office,
Ooh,
which sounds like interesting. I don't know, hallways and offices,
I like.
it makes me think of like being in like an office building though, like
Mm,
a really old office building and having like okay, so I just watched like Incredibles the other day,
the League
and
of
you know how
Incredible Vegetables. That one?
no, not that one.
Oh,
Um,
man.
although I should watch that one. I don't know how to get to it, but I will
The
find a way. I
League
know.
of
But
Incredible
no,
Vegetables. I've
like
heard.
Pixar's Incredibles.
I've heard that you
What were you
can
saying?
get um that a lot of the VeggieTales movies are just free to watch on YouTube,
Oh
completely
yeah,
legally and stuff. So, maybe you
I've
can find
seen
one.
that. Yeah, probably. But anyways, I was watching Incredibles, and
Hmm.
you know how like Bob at the beginning, or not really at the beginning, but later, he's like,
Are we talking about the League of Incredible Vegetables? You said Bob.
his name is Bob.
Okay, his name is Bob.
Mr.
I'm
Incredible's
not
name.
happy, Bob. Are you gonna ask me
Yeah,
why I'm not happy? Yeah.
no, but like that scene, and there's like this huge office building that has like all the different like hallways. That just made me think of that because the hallway office, like in an office with a bunch of hallways that go into different areas. Why are you making that face
I'm
at me?
trying. I'm trying to get to focus on me, because every once in a while, maybe if I scoot back a bit,
Some smart camera guy better like
can you still
be in
hear
the
me?
comments after this.
Can you hear me
Not
now?
really. Not
Um,
very well.
what if, what if I go like this? Um,
um anyways, I don't know, what do you think of that one?
I like the hallway or like the secret hallway or
The
I like the
mysterious
titles that
hallway.
like imply lore, you know.
Yeah, that's kind
Like
of what I was thinking too. Like something that's like
like
I don't know.
maybe something that kind of expands on like the eccentric academy lore where it's like, oh, it's the
Yeah. What
secret hallway in the
wait,
eccentric academy.
wait, I have an idea, but
Hmm.
I want to read the rest of these to you first.
Okay.
So, the next one is piano keys and pirate seas, which is because I mentioned how I have a piano over there and how you
Okay.
have a pirate ship
I do
um
look
up
very
there.
pirate. I noticed that back in the Narrow Gate days. If you know, you know. Um,
Uh-huh.
but and like I did a video where I was wearing like a trench coat. Uh, and I don't know how much of this stuff I had up here, I had the ship,
Mhm.
I was like, oh my goodness, it looks like I'm trying to go full on pirate theme because of the map in the ship. Um,
The skeletons even kind of go with that.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Great
Or like,
Adventures had skeleton pirates.
yeah, you're right. Even like the typewriter seems piratish, and the candles.
Now, I feel like candles
Oh
I
no.
could see a little bit, but the typewriter is very much more like detective. Um,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it's like everything is kind of in like
We're
the
like
in between
detective
modern
pirate.
day and like the medieval ages era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the next one,
Which I'm cool
or
with
did you have
because
any thoughts on
that's my favorite era. Just anything in between present day
present day and
and
medieval?
medieval period. Yeah.
Wait, you don't like the Bible times like before creation?
Before creation. Oh, that part of the Bible.
Yeah.
That
You
one
know, like the
verse.
no, no, yeah, like let me grab my Bible. It's like the very first page and it says like
Uh-huh. Yeah.
it has like it lists everything that's gonna happen.
Oh, like that.
It says like Genesis, Exodus, and then Leviticus. Like
Right.
it's such a powerful
That
thing
time.
before creation.
Right. Yeah. Your favorite Bible verse. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus,
Yeah,
Numbers.
and then it has like numbers too, but I can never remember, like not the book of numbers, but like actual numbers by them, and I can never remember
Oh,
them.
yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd probably have a lot better time getting around in the Bible.
I remember our mother. Um, at one point
Hmm.
in my life, I would be memorizing a lot of Bible verses. And I would write the down on my arm to help me remember. Uh, but then like eventually, I started working in construction, and I would write
Uh-huh.
down measurements on my arm. So then I have a vague memory, so it's probably not even entirely this is how it went.
Okay.
But I
Yeah,
remember my
that's
mom being like, "Oh, you used to write Bible verses, and now it's just numbers." And I was like, "Well, numbers is an entire book, so that's kind of an upgrade from Bible verses."
that's funny.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah. Did you have any thoughts on the name though?
what was
Piano
the
keys and pirate seas.
Oh, I would like it if I was a pirate.
Yeah,
So
and if
like
I like
if
actually played piano, because
right.
I just have that as decoration.
And we did talk about doing a pirate cast. So oh, because
That's true.
pirates cast off from shore.
We're just like coming up with more puns as we go.
I know this is crazy.
There,
Um,
that's a very common thing I find when I do stuff though, is I come up with like really silly puns.
yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
the next one is from playground to think tank. I don't
What? What?
I don't know what it's getting that from.
Because we're brothers, so like we played on the playground together. It clearly doesn't know our age difference.
Yeah, it thinks
Because
we're like twins or something, and we're like,
yeah. It thinks
I
we're
don't know.
twins that both wear
Wait,
like
wait,
striped
Caden.
shirts and overalls and then like those hats with the propellers.
Yeah. That we should like Photoshop us at like the same age together, and like that would be really weird.
Yeah. Then everyone would
Um,
laugh at how chubby I was.
it depends on the age though. Like
That's true.
if we got like me right now with like 17-year-old you, I don't even know what 17-year-old you looks like.
I don't know either. How in
Is there any
2020,
footage?
how old would I have been? I would have been like
Um,
19? Maybe I would have been 17.
well, if okay, so I was 12 in 2020,
Okay.
and you're 6 years older than me. I think you would have been 18. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have been 18.
Well, I don't mean to brag, but at
Uh-huh.
your age, I was capable of having a full beard.
Wow.
Just saying. Just saying.
Don't make me feel like more sad about the fact that I don't have like much facial hair. I already cry about that every night. Just kidding.
I always cry about having too much facial hair. I'm like,
Hmm.
get it off
I
me.
feel like
I don't
I
want
feel
to
like this is
shave
like
3 times a day,
this
which
is
is
the
what I
moment.
have to do to be clean shaven.
Wait, what's the like story called where they like switch places?
Like the princess and the pauper.
Yeah. That's like this is like the moment where we realize we want each other's lives because you
Because of
don't want
facial
facial
hair.
hair. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
anyways. I don't really like that one. I don't know what it's thinking.
Hmm.
No pun intended because it's anyways.
No,
Um
think tank.
the next one is called Art Desk Chaos Calm.
Chaos calm isn't bad. Just drop the first
It's
part.
yeah, the art desk it it gets from my me talking about my artwork in the background.
Mm,
Um Chaos calm chaos I feel like sounds better, but that might already be a thing.
calm chaos. Oh, is
Or
it
like
like I was picturing like an intercom.
oh
Like
no,
chaos
like
calm. Like it's
it's like
the
calm, like when something's nice and calm and relaxing.
no no. See, I don't like that, but I like the idea of like a chaos line,
That makes a lot more
not a
sense. I was kind
chaos
of
calm.
surprised when you said, "Oh yeah, that would be cool if you just dropped the first part." I think the idea is that it like contradicts it, so it's like
Right.
saying like
Yeah, and then
chaotic
everyone's
or
like, "What?
calm.
How does that even make sense? I have to click on this video to know what its name means."
Exactly,
Yeah.
because people don't understand contradictory titles. Anyways, that one's the last one. And I had another idea, but do you have any thoughts on any of the
Um,
ones you've talked about so far first?
yeah,
Wait.
my thought is um I don't particularly like any of them.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well.
I think I think some of them are a little bit clever in a way that doesn't work, like the
Yeah,
piano keys and pirate seas. Um,
it would be fun if you were a pirate and I
yeah,
actually played piano.
yeah, which everyone knows you don't play piano. You just
Yeah,
have one
I
in
just
your
like
room
okay.
because you
I
don't know
just
where
like
to put it.
decorating with pianos. Like
Yeah.
I have like this wait just a second.
Oh
I
no.
have
What weird
I
thing
have
is he gonna grab?
this piano that like holds stuff in it.
That's
And
actually
like I
really
don't play
cool.
yeah.
Where'd you get that?
It has a maggot. I got this from the people who are listening to this aren't gonna know what we're talking about, but it's basically like a magnetic piano thing that can hold like pencils and stuff in it.
Yeah,
But
it's a pencil holder, essentially.
yeah, it was a birthday present from either my sister or my parents, and I can't remember.
Mm, yeah.
I think it was my sister though, my younger sister. I
Right.
have a lot of sisters, so I have to clarify.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not sure
have
if she wants to be
25
name dropped on this.
sisters.
Yeah, and you have the same amount.
No, I have
I don't know why I have
27
to.
because I'm married, so I also have sister-in-laws.
Oh, right. If you count your sister-in-laws.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I like to decorate my room with random piano stuff,
Pianos.
even though I don't play piano. It's just like
It's
I don't know. I
kind of
like the
it's kind of
aesthetic
like
of it.
me decorating my stuff with typewriters even though I don't write.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, Anyways, what were we talking? Oh yeah, we were talking about the different podcast names. I
Yes.
think the there was one that I thought was better than the others, um, and that was Gray Wire. Just kidding. Um,
Because
I
of
have
the
no
Indiana
idea
Jones
where that.
video.
I have no idea where that one came from. I mean, yeah, we could pretend it's because I'm wearing gray in the Indiana Jones video. But I didn't even mention that video in the description. I also, now thinking about it, I think I
I'm
also
just
wore gray in our like.
I'm just
I think I wore
picturing
gray
you
another time too.
writing out the description, and then you're like, and Eric Meller has been in four different Eccentric Academy YouTube videos. First being the
Yeah.
original trailer where he wore a Superman.
Yeah, I wore the Superman shirt quite a bit. I should wear the Superman shirt in my next video,
Mm.
and that will be like foreshadowing, but no one will know why until it comes out.
But then that would be student Eric.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Okay. I don't know. What silly thing is he gonna do?
I have the Superman jacket that I will wear.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
this is for people some people who have known me for a while know that I used to like wear that jacket like 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah. Are
It's
you
it's
are
it
you a
used to
big
be
Superman fan? Cuz
not
when
really. I don't know.
when I was younger, I disliked well, I didn't dislike Superman necessarily, but
Yeah.
like, there was a lot of arguments between me and my friends of like Batman's obviously better, right? So there was
Mhm.
sort of a dislike Superman in the way that like people liked him better than Batman, and that made me angry. Um,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, but now I am actually a pretty big Superman fan because the new James Gunn
I mean,
Superman
yeah,
movie
the
is
new
really
movie
really
was
good.
great.
Yeah,
That was a great movie.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of Superman necessarily. Like I like Superman, but
yeah.
I'm not like I'm gonna decorate my room like all Superman stuff and have like Superman posters on my walls and like
Mm,
completely like I don't know. He's not my favorite superhero.
right.
Although I don't know if I really have a favorite superhero.
Yeah, I think
It's kind of hard.
Batman would definitely be up there, but
Yeah.
I sort of have this thing with Batman now though, where it's
Mhm.
like he kind of seems um like too basic, if that makes
Huh.
sense. Where it's
Like
like the
just because like it's like a normal choice to have him as a favorite, or like the actual character is
well,
kind of
I
basic.
think because like so many characters have been based off of Batman and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that, like he's just the
I can
most
see that.
like I don't know, cliche version of the
Yeah,
character, if that makes
that's
sense.
true.
It's like because okay, here's what I like about Batman, right?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
love that Batman is this idea of a normal human that like just worked hard enough to be able to go toe to toe
Mhm.
with Superman, right? Because
Yeah.
Batman's like kind of a symbol of like hard work means you can do the impossible. I love
Yeah.
that. Um, but like it's almost as I've gotten older, I've almost sort of realized that like he kind of does it in a bit of a cliche way, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, or like, or maybe what happened is like I was exposed to like a lot of like uh rapper types or like masculinity, guys who
Oh yeah.
are like, oh, Batman is the symbol of like our very shallow view of masculinity. And then I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
I can see that.
I don't care. Cool, I
Yeah.
don't care. So maybe that's what it is, but it's almost like the thing where like I don't know, it's like it almost feels a little bit cringe to me to like have like Batman stuff around. I don't know,
Mm.
which I do
Yeah,
have
I don't know.
Batman stuff around, so clearly it's not cringe enough to make me stop. But
It's not cringe enough to make you not one. Yeah. I don't know. I when I was younger, Spider-Man was always my favorite, but
yeah, Spider-Man,
I don't know.
Spider-Man's cool. I love
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. I watched the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, like the first one, like a few weeks ago,
What did you
which
think?
I'd already seen it, but
Oh, you'd already
it's
seen
a
it.
great yeah, I'd already seen it, but I think it's my favorite or one of my favorite. I don't know. I like Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. I think that one's like my favorite as far as writing,
Yeah,
but I really like the aesthetics in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I think that it's a really
I
cool
think
like style.
I don't know if part of it is because that was the Spider-Man that came out when I was a kid. Um,
Hmm.
and I went and saw Spider-Man or Amazing Spider-Man 2 in movie theaters when it came out. And it
Uh-huh.
was all very exciting at the time. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you said. It's just the aesthetics. I think are I like
Yeah.
a lot better than like Tom Holland, because
Yeah.
like I don't know, he's just so Gen Z, I guess, and like
I don't know.
it's just
Yeah, Holland, I haven't seen like all of his movies, but I've
mm,
seen Homecoming, and it just seems kind of boring to me. Like, because like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man feels like super like sci-fi
hmm
in like a cool like futuristic way, I think. And then like Tobey Maguire's is kind of more of a creepy sci-fi,
right. I feel like um
and Tom Holland's is kind of just like boring, regular modern day ish. I don't know.
I feel like the Andrew Garfield um I feel like his movies were like the Star Wars prequels of Spider-Man movies,
I can
where,
see that.
where it's like
Yeah.
like everything, like it looks really cool,
Hmm.
and just everything looks really cool, but then like a lot of the dialogue is kind of
Yeah.
a little
No,
awkward, a little cringe.
I think that's like the main reason that I like it so much though, is just because it looks so cool.
Mm,
Like, I don't know, compared to the other ones, like I think
yeah,
it just feels very like it has a very cool feeling to it, I guess.
yeah. It feels very
That you just don't really get from the other ones. I'm not
right.
sure how you would really describe that.
Yeah, it feels very like sort of like and maybe I'm just thinking this because like he literally rides a skateboard in the movies, but like it
Yeah.
feels very like skateboard bro, sort of
Yeah, I can
aesthetic,
see that. Like,
where it's like I don't know. It's hard to
yeah,
explain, but I think a
yeah.
lot of it for me is like I just connect to like that time period and um that sort of vibe a lot more than I do Toby Maguire, which was, like obviously a
Yeah,
long time ago. And then,
yeah, like early
um,
2000s.
yeah, and then uh, Tom Holland, his
Yeah,
movies, like, it's just, he does just like, I just very much see that, like, sort of TikTok era. Um,
yeah, I can kind of see that.
and I don't know, it's just, is exhausting to me, right? Like,
Yeah, huh. I'd
um,
have to rewatch it because, like,
yeah,
I've watched Homecoming like once before, and then I kind of was like, that was okay.
yeah.
It's
Um,
probably my least favorite
I
Spider-Man of the ones I've watched, but I really need to watch the rest of Tom
I
Holland's.
like Tom Holland's movies. Oh, okay. I like Tom Holland's movies. Uh,
Hmm.
but they're just too MCU. Um,
Yeah,
which like
that's kind of
I really liked them
my feeling with them too.
when they first came out. The the second one, Far From Home, I believe. Is
I
that,
think that's right.
yeah, something like that.
They'll
Um,
have home in them.
yeah, that one didn't gel with me as well. I felt like there was sort of some mixed messaging in it. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, which,
Yeah. I'll have to watch that one. I think that's the one that I'm on actually. So,
yeah. Um,
but
anyway, that was a huge tangent.
yeah, so podcast names.
Right. I will say though, before we get back on topic, I will say
Okay, okay.
that
Go ahead.
Andrew Garfield, I
Mhm.
think, is my favorite of the actors to play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I don't really think
Me as well. I
that's an unpopular opinion. I think like a lot of teenage girls like Tom Holland, but I
yeah.
know a lot of people who
I actually don't
agree with me.
know for sure. And I haven't talked to very many people about which one's better. I know that like a lot of people think that Tom Holland is the best, and usually I'm kind of like, I don't know. I didn't like Homecoming that much,
Yeah. Well, I
but
remember there was when um when Tom Holland first came around. Um I
mhm.
remember there was something that was said a lot, and I said it independently before I heard anyone else say it, but then like afterwards I heard
Uh-huh.
other people saying it. And that's that, like,
Yeah.
um that Toby Maguire did a good Peter Parker, and then Andrew Garfield did a good Spider-Man, but not Peter Parker. And then
Mm.
um, Tom Holland was like sort of middle of the road at doing both. So
I can
then,
see that.
like, by extension, he's kind of the best. Um, but in
Um,
retrospect, I really, I don't have a problem with Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker, you know, aside
yeah.
from like, obvious bad
I
writing
think
in his movies, but
yeah. I think the main thing that I like more about Andrew than Tom especially is that it seems like he actually does sciencey stuff
yeah. Yeah, well,
where Tom Holland doesn't really
he does
ever
sciencey
seem to
stuff
with him.
in
Like
more of a
it's
real
not as
world, right? Where it's like Tom Holland is in
yeah.
the MCU, where he does like the hologram slidey thing that Iron Man does, and Bruce Banner does, and
Yeah.
all of the other
I think
characters
that's
have to
probably
do in
what it
that
is.
world.
It's like it's just kind of more of like fantasy-ish, but like I don't know. I think one of the coolest scenes is
Mm.
watching like Andrew Garfield like getting the idea for like the webs and like
Oh, I love that.
doing all this.
His
Yeah, that's one of my
like he
like
does this like little gesture like over the webs. And it's like I don't know. I think it's great.
yeah. No, and then he like comes up with like the suit and how it works and stuff. I think that's like
Yeah.
one of the coolest things where like Tom Holland didn't really make his own suit. I mean, he had like the one that he did make, but that one was like
Right.
really lame. And then Andrew Garfield did as well, but or not Andrew Garfield, sorry, Tobey Maguire made his own suit as well, but it was kind of more like it didn't really show the process as much, I don't
Right.
think. I don't know. I haven't
Yeah.
watched the
I
first
feel
Spider-Man in a
like
while.
I don't I same. I don't remember any like sort of trial and error. Um with
Yeah.
the Andrew Garfield or sorry, the Toby Maguire.
We both did the same thing.
I think I did just because you did it, but um,
Sorry.
yeah, but I think I that's what I remember about Andrew Garfield is like he had like it sort of showed like his trial and error and like where he came up with the idea, um, and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
also
I
funny
think it's
because
really cool.
if you
Hmm.
if you look into like the behind the scenes of Amazing Spider-Man, um, a lot of like the best parts of those movies were actually Andrew Garfield's ideas.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh. That is interesting.
yeah, where it's like the joking about the small knife. You remember that?
Yeah.
Where he's like, "Oh no, my
That's
only weakness, very small knives." Like apparently that was all Andrew
was that just
Garfield.
like that was just like improvised or like did
Well,
he just come up
I
with
think
that? Or,
probably
like,
like he talked to the director and like
yeah, that's what I was
had
wondering.
it put into the script, but
That's funny. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, do you want to get back to podcast names?
Yes. Let's go back to podcast names.
Um, so yeah, I think I made like a joke about the
Oh, we lost you.
but
Okay. You are back now. You got choppy for 1 second and
oh,
disappeared.
weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
It is my internet. So,
Oh, okay, gotcha. Um, I think old school Odd Brothers is the best one
mm, I think
out of all of these, but
yeah.
I don't know. Like some of them have fun ideas, but it just doesn't seem like they ever really I guess like
They kind of sound
they're
like
fun
they're
ideas, but they don't.
generated by AI or something.
Yeah, they probably yeah, that's really weird. I don't know why they would sound
Yeah.
like that. But I did have another idea,
Okay.
and um, this is kind of a songwriting technique, kind of, which is where you will find words related to something and then write them all down. And so then when you write a song, you can like pull from like they call it like a word bank, and then you can pull from that.
Oh.
So if you want to write a song about like dinosaurs as an example, you would find like words like fossil or like I don't know,
Mm,
Jurassic and different things. And then when you were writing the song, you could be like, oh, that's a nice
yeah.
word that would
Land
work.
before
Um,
time.
yeah, like
Deep
different phrases and
waters.
stuff. But I was thinking I could look up like words related to school and try to
Breakfast.
come up with something from there.
Okay. Okay. I'm game.
So, hmm, school related words and phrases. We'll see if this works. Oh, it's making me confirm that I'm not a robot.
Are
I
you
don't know
not?
what it is, but for some reason, at the rate that it keeps asking me, like almost whenever I search on Google, it always needs to make sure I'm not a robot. So
Hmm.
Google thinks I'm a robot at least. I don't know why. It hasn't happened until recently though.
I know.
All right, here's a few of these. This is
I
the
think
AI overview.
I think
Or
Google
you
has
can go ahead.
recently put in a lot of measures because I've noticed whenever I like copy and paste something in the search bar, it wants me to
Mm-hmm.
clarify that I'm not a robot. So
Oh, huh. Interesting.
yeah, I'll be back.
Okay. I will read through some of these words. So it has general school terms, classroom, curriculum, principal slash head teacher, teacher, student, assembly, term slash trimester, after school activities. Then it has like the student status words like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, graduate. Classroom objects, book,
Ooh,
notebook, textbook, pencil, pen, highlighter, eraser,
textbook,
sharpener, ruler,
textbook,
textbook.
off
The
textbook,
textbook. Okay. The textbook talked or spoken. I don't know.
the text
I was trying to
textbook. Yeah, I don't know.
um idioms and expressions. Okay, here's some fun things. To ace something, to get a very high score on a test or assignment. Acing, I could call it like it could be like an action, like acing. Um,
Assignment,
I don't
maybe.
know. Oh yeah, assignment. Bookworm.
Ex.
The
How about like
bookworm. I feel
extra,
like
extra credit, like something on extra credit?
oh,
Because like
hmm.
this isn't like the main class. The main class is like the YouTube videos, but like
Yeah,
this is for
that's an
extra credit.
interesting idea. Extra credit. There probably already exists a podcast called Extra Credit, but we
Oh,
should turn it into something more creative
do you
anyway.
see what I see?
What?
I'm not blurry.
Oh.
So long, blurry face. Get out of here.
Haha.
Maybe I just
Oh, the
started.
extra. Okay, random like side topic.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the new 21 Pilots music video that ends the lore?
Mm, I don't believe so.
Okay. I won't spoil it then, but it has a crazy ending that is crazy. You
Does it?
should
Does
watch
it
it.
become a time loop and the guy turns into blurry face?
Maybe. um yeah, basically.
Well, I mean that's not that big of a spoiler because like you saw
That's
the shadow going up over his neck more and more
yeah.
then. So
Yeah. No, it's a really cool music video though. I would recommend watching it.
okay, I'll check it out.
Um
I've
but yeah,
actually
they just
been
released
listening
their
to their new
last album.
album
Oh, okay.
lately, so
Yeah. I really like it. I don't think it's my favorite one of theirs, but I think it's pretty cool. It has a lot of cool songs.
yeah. Well, I think I don't know. It's 21 Pilots is very hit or miss for me, where it's
Yeah.
like their songs. I don't. I think their songs mostly miss. But then they have some like
Yeah.
real bangers that I really like. And
That's
then
kind of the same with
and then
me
there's
as
a
well.
few that are
I don't know.
stressed out. It's
Yeah.
um like I think it's it usually hits, but then sometimes like just because it's played so much, I think
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, no, I don't want to hear it because it's just played so
Yeah.
often.
That's that's a really weird thing because so like usually when I listen to music, I'll listen to like a whole album straight through. Like I'll just put on an album. The weird thing is that whenever it gets to stressed out on oh, you're blurry again. Oh no, Caitlin's blurry face. Um, oh, but that was actually what I was gonna say. Is whenever I listen to blurry face and it gets to stressed out, it always sounds like it doesn't belong on the album just because I've heard it separately so much.
Oh yeah.
And it's a really weird thing that I don't like. I don't exactly know, but I've had that with like I'm trying to think of another
This
example,
is
but I've
how I
had that where
stay
it's like
in
if
focus. Just have to stay like
you're just
this
gonna
for the
tilt
rest
your
of the
head.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but like it's I've had that with like other albums as well, where like I'll like I'll hear the singles first, but when I listen to the whole album, like everything sounds like it goes together, and the single comes on and it doesn't sound like it fits just because I've heard it like without the context of the album, so it just sounds like it's like a weird thing. I don't know,
yeah. I don't
very strange effect.
I don't usually listen to albums.
Yeah,
Um so like I don't know, a lot of times cuz like I listen to like 90% of the music I listen to is just my playlist on Spotify that's just every song that I've ever enjoyed listening to on one playlist. And then if I
yeah,
don't feel like listening to the song, I just hit skip. Then usually
yeah,
sometimes I have to do that 3 or 4 times and then I get to something I feel like listening to. But um
yeah.
yeah, so I don't
That
really
makes
have
sense.
that where like things feel like they belong or don't belong on a
Yeah,
album.
I
Cause
think
like
the reason it is just because I'm like so used to like just I've heard it so much that like it feels like it's suddenly switching to like
hmm.
a mainstream like playlist or like radio or something when I'm listening to the album. I'm like, wait, why is it doing? Why is
Do
this
you
song coming on?
do
I don't
you
know.
have songs that you listen to when you're doing certain things?
I mean, like those videos on YouTube that are like playlist videos where they'll just have like a collection of songs.
Mhm. Sure.
Uh, yeah, like sometimes I'll like put on those when I'm doing not necessarily like specific things, but sometimes I'll like choose to just have those in the background.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, like
hold on. Oof, cold weather. Um
yeah.
I think uh for me it's like sort of a nostalgic thing where a lot of times when I'm driving
Mm.
to like writers group and stuff, um I'll listen to uh Benzabar by Billy Joel. Um
Oh,
just
I've probably heard
because
it before.
once I was driving to writers group and that song came on, and I was like, this is the vibe right now, like I'm really feeling this.
Oh,
So
huh.
now like a lot of times I'll purposefully like have it queued up for when I'm driving to writers group.
Interesting.
So I don't know if
I've
other people do that, but I feel
yeah.
like sort of
I haven't
nostalgic connection where like I'll listen to songs for certain things.
I haven't done that specifically before, but like um I know that sometimes I'll like wear like the same clothes when doing certain things,
Mm,
which is kind of a similar thing,
yeah.
which I haven't I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. I know that I've done that before though, where I like wear like the same exact shirt every time that I
Oh,
do a certain thing because I just
I
made
do
that
that
choice first and
so
like
much with clothes
yeah.
where
It's
it's
it's kind
kind
of weird though.
it is kind of weird, but I definitely do that a lot. I do the
Yeah.
same thing with Tupperware.
With Tupperware?
Right, yeah, like we back when I lived with you guys,
Mhm.
um I would uh there would be like certain Tupperwares that would be like this is the pizza Tupperware. So I would always
Oh.
put pizza in that
Huh.
particular Tupperware given the
Yeah.
size and stuff. Not usually pizza because we would usually put pizza in Ziploc bags, but
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, just as an example.
right, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But But
I
now
always
I never have leftovers, so I never have any reason to.
yeah.
I actually
That makes
I had a Tupperware full of
mhm.
food from like 3 times ago when you guys were here in my
Oh,
refrigerator that I just threw out like a week ago.
wow.
So, yeah.
Wait, what kind of food was it? I'm
I
curious.
don't know. It was like some macaroni and cheese or something, some sort of like
Oh,
cheese
huh.
stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
It
But yeah, no,
also
it's
wasn't very recognizable when I threw it out.
yeah. Um, yeah, but no, that's really weird because I know that like I've done that a lot where I'll wear like the same exact outfit
Hmm.
to like certain things like because we go to different churches every Sunday. Usually I'll choose my outfit depending on what church we go to. And I don't know why I do that, but
That's
like
funny.
it's always like okay, the first time I went to this church I was wearing this and so I'm just going to wear it again. But I only do it like sometimes. Like it's not like an every time thing, but it's a very common thing. I don't know if it's just like my mind wants to create like traditions for no reason or what.
I think that's part of what it is. Um, yeah.
Yeah. It's very
I
interesting though.
I have like I don't know. I feel like I have established like vibes. I don't know, like this outfit gives off a certain vibe, so I wear this outfit
Oh,
for this sort of thing. I don't know.
I've kind of had that as well. Probably not as much though as like I mean, with going to church, like usually I'll wear like different clothes than I normally wear because it's church and I have to like dress nice. Otherwise, people will stare at me. Just kidding. I doubt that anyone would
The,
really care that much.
there
But it's
was
just like,
one church I went to where that did
uh-huh.
happen, where I was just dressed
Really?
like sort of casually. Um, I was probably
And
wearing
people
like my
were like
teal
staring at you?
leather jacket. Yeah, I mean there was one older lady, and it was like a like I was the only person not wearing a suit at this church. So,
Oh, huh. Sounds like
um,
a very fancy church.
yeah, well, it was like one of those I wish I could remember what the denomination is. But it's
Okay.
sort of like Catholic adjacent. Um,
Gotcha. That makes sense.
but it's like the um sort of I guess evangelical or like Protestant version of Catholicism. And
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so
Huh.
yeah, I went to that church. I was dressed pretty casually, and there was one lady that it kind of seemed like she was glaring at me. I was like, oh, that's awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've never like I think generally I'm just used to like wearing fancy clothes when I go to church because it's just like a normal thing. Your face isn't focused again.
I know. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
If
But
only it could have been like this
uh,
the entire time. Can you imagine
yeah,
that? That would have been great. I would have loved that.
yep. That person who's gonna comment after this. Hey, time to come eat. Alright. Dad wants me to come eat.
Okay.
Um,
Oh no. Oh
hmm.
no. We
You
lost
wanna
it.
like have me eat and then after that I can come back in and we could call again and
We could do
do
that.
more or
Or we could just end now.
yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
if you
I feel like
want,
we haven't come up with a name yet, though.
yeah, that is true. Um, so I think that we end this
Mhm.
episode here, and then if you would
Okay.
like, you can call back, and we can just like sort of talk about like the sort of inside baseball. um, like probably find a name and then
Yeah.
like just see if there's anything else we want to talk about for moving forwards with the podcast.
Okay.
I think those would be
That
good.
sounds good.
So,
All right.
listeners, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I hope you
Yes.
enjoyed it. It's a little bit of a weird one. It's kind of rambly. It's a lot of rants.
Yeah.
That's probably what this podcast will be. We're establishing what we're doing, and
Yeah.
maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. That's okay. You don't have to listen to it, but we're gonna make it in case someone does want to listen to
Ah,
it.
we don't
um,
care what you think.
yeah.
We're gonna
So,
make it anyway.
come back. We're planning on doing more of this weekly, maybe. I don't know if we've talked about whether we want to do weekly or
Yeah.
bi-weekly. Anyway,
I don't know.
yeah, you'll see. You'll see. It will be cool though, the amount of time. Um,
Yep.
so yeah,
Very cool, man.
I will talk to you. I'll talk to you. I don't know.
We'll
Goodbye.
see you in the next one. Wait, that doesn't even work. Why do people say that?
We'll hear you. You'll hear us in the next
You'll
one.
hear us in the. But why do people say we'll see you in the
And
next one? They don't.
that's a good
No
question, Eric.
YouTuber actually sees
That's a
the
good
audio.
question. And I'm going to end
This
the
is
recording now. So,
okay. Bye.
bye.